He was so enthused and passionate about looking at rocks and talking to complete strangers like myself about the rocks. That's my first impression of Dan.
My name is Dan Brisbin. I'm a geologist by training, but my current position is an exploration manager for Alamos Gold. I was a mineral collector when I was a kid, and my uncle used to take us kids to old pits and show us different cool minerals, and that's kind of how I got that and then the camping aspect with my family and with Boy Scouts got me interested in the outdoors, and that's what started it.
What really stood out, I think, early was he clearly had leadership qualities, even in the roles that he was doing at that early stage.
When I worked for Cameco, I initially started with their gold group in Northern Ontario, and then they transferred me to the uranium group, and so having lived most of my life in Ontario, that was quite a transformation.
I would consider Dan an expert in gold exploration, gold geology, an expert in base metal exploration and geology, and he's definitely an expert in uranium geology too. So he's probably reached that sort of top level of understanding in those commodities.
I'm a member of a number of registered as a professional geoscientist with APEGS here in Saskatchewan, but also in Manitoba and Ontario. I belong to geological professional organizations like Geological Association of Canada, Society of Economic Geologists.
Dan has been for many years a quiet, unsolicited sponsor to the organization, giving them monies yearly to help support students to attend conferences or to attend field trips.
I mean, I'm currently on a committee on Geological Association of Canada, and APEGS. I was on council and a couple of committees quite a few years ago now.
He makes a special effort not just to pay his annual dues and attend events, but he goes that extra step, I would say, and quietly gives that a little extra. And I think the term is would be Dan is really paying back to the profession.
My professional activity tends to be more informal, more the mentorship, supporting research is another thing I've been quite involved in, rather than say formal organizational work.
That's that thing he does on this side, does consistently when he finds an opportunity to help a student out that way.
I was fortunate to be put into roles where I was called the internal champion or the company representative for a number of these multi-party research initiatives. You kind of wish you were doing the research yourself, but at the same time you take great satisfaction from seeing these students graduate with master's degrees or PhDs and publish papers, and know that you've been part of making that happen. That's very, very satisfying.
Doesn't take long, and somehow Dan will find a way to talk about cross-country skiing, even if it's the middle of summer or you're in the deserts in Namibia. Somehow during conversations, cross-country skiing can creep into it. So he's clearly passionate about that.
I was in China, and it was pretty excited. I was a volunteer official at the Paralympics that just finished in China. And yeah, that's the other side of my life. I've always, I guess, right from my time with my parents camping, and then as an adult with both my wife and my children, we've always been outdoor people, camping, canoeing, skiing, running, biking, that type of thing. And so cross-country skiing is our main winter passion, and my son was starting to race more seriously, so I started taking officiating courses to better understand the sport and probably to spend more time with him at races. And so yeah, went down this official pathway, and now I'm certified as what's called a FIS, the International Federation Technical Delegate, so that allows me to work at sort of international caliber races. And in particular, the last few years had the chance to volunteer at Paranordic events. So these are events for athletes with disabilities. And Saskatchewan has a rich history in Paranordic skiing, so that was kind of what spurred my my interest and so yeah, I was there as one of the technical officials in China for the most recent Paralympics. Pretty cool.
I feel really honored and privileged to be able to just share my thoughts, my feelings, and how proud we all are of you, Dan. It's an award that you truly deserve for all that you've given to our profession here in Saskatchewan as well as across the country. And we're all very proud of you this evening, what you've accomplished in your career. So finally, Dan, congratulations, well deserved.
I'd like to thank APEGS for awarding me the Brian Eckel Award for Distinguished Service. It's an unexpected honor, but looking at the terms of the award for service to both the industry and the public or society in general, they're two things that I believe strongly in. So thank you again to APEGS for the recognition and to both my nominators. I'm glad it happened. We've been here, I guess, over 20 years now and love living in Saskatchewan.